implies a relationship that starts on an impulse, on a sexual impulse or on a sexual attraction. It starts well, it makes you feel like paradise when it starts, but somewhere down the line, when the two of you move on in your life, you'll see, you'll make an attempt to take this further, is when the problems start coming in. This is a card which also implies indecisiveness, an ability where you're not able to make the right choices. But in a relationship, it's not a good card, even though it implies love, but it also brings a lot of unhappiness, a lot of pain in life when it's not needed. Now, every reader could have, different cards have different meanings. Certain cards have different meanings for different people, but so far I have seen in my life when I've done readings for others, Lovers is one card which only gives you desires and opportunities to make love to someone, but doesn't bring any element of stability in a relationship. That's stable foundation which every relationship needs, that understanding, that compatibility, that assurity that this person will understand what you're trying to tell him or her, and the fact that you know that they will never allow any misunderstanding to come between the two of you all. That doesn't happen with this card. So if this card comes up in your reading, you need to be cautious. A relationship is good. If you don't have anyone in your life and if this card comes up, it could imply someone coming in your life, but you also have to make attempts to ensure that that relation stays in your life if you think you found the right person. The card is ruled by an Aries zodiac sign, which implies that the events shared by the two of you will be a part of the gossip lore in your community or immediate surroundings. For any relationship to survive the test of time, it needs to have a solid foundation. Mutual trust and an understanding that the two of you will eventually settle down. The relationship emphasized by this card lacks the presence of a solid foundation, and the person you love will not even understand what mutual trust is all about or what does it comprise of. So what has happened is that you have given yourself unconditionally to someone who does not deserve you, neither the trust you have kept in him. This card also implies that the people involved in love are very vulnerable. The person you love may not have the ability to marry you or even accept the presence of this relationship and give it the due respect any relationship deserves. This card brings chaos and an inability to decide what you want or what your heart wants. Having sex with someone is all about pleasure and the so-called union of the soul, but behind closed doors. A commitment in a relationship reflects your intention to take this further and bear the responsibility in the real world. When this card comes up in a reading, the situation will never end up in a commitment. Every card of tarot has got its own relevance and a story to tell. In this card, I have discussed one such story corresponding to love and passion. I'm not saying love is painful. It can be a blessing depending on what karma we bring with us in our present lives. The World Wide Web is loaded with love and passion spells, followed by the tradition of Wicca. The spells could be as effective as one could get. However, we need to understand one thing. Nobody can stop you from loving someone. Desires are beyond anyone's reach. Even we cannot control ourselves from loving someone. However, forcing someone to love you will not take you anywhere.